Gibbs White. De Groot. Boadou's in. Boadou has scored. And completely against the run of play, we've taken the lead. I mean, it came from nowhere, in all seriousness. A lapse in concentration, a mistake, a rare mistake in this opening 30 minutes from Fenerbahce. In this one, as here they come again, Fenerbahce. Nice play, and that's gone all the way through. You can't miss a tackle like that, Owusu, in your own box. It trickled past him. Seriously. Here is Boadou towards the feet of De Groot. Back in towards the feet of Boadou. He's going to get the return as well. De Groot, this is brilliant play from us. We need to find a finish, though. It's all the way across the face of goal for Chong. And it's just crept in off the underside of the crossbar. We've taken the lead, but how close do we want to get that to missing? I mean, we've been arguably the better team here so far in the second half. Frey, no! How does that go in? Chong. Boadou, ball at his feet. Chong continues in towards the area. Chong to win it! That is an unbelievable save onto the crossbar. What a save. What a save! Are you joking me? How has he saved that? No way! Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Career Mode episode. We have a massive game to kickstart today against Standard Liège in the Europa League. Third game of our group stage. You may have seen how we've been performing. We are currently topping the Eredivisie charts. It has gone so well in Season 2 of the series. I am buzzing. We just need to turn that current form in the league into form in the Europa League. We sit 5 clear of Feyenoord right now after 9 games have been played, undefeated as well. On the way to that, but one interesting factor, our rivals Vitesse also remain undefeated, and they are the only other side in the competition to still not lose a game yet. So I would love it if we can get to the game against them and both of us still be unbeaten. We do have them, not this month, I think in December. Yeah, 22nd of December. So it's a long way between then and now if we can go unbeaten, because we've also got to play a lot of teams between that. You know, one of them as well being PSV. So the chances are we won't be fully unbeaten when we come to play them. But like I said, Standard Liège up first. Our first 2 games in the group stage have been 2-2 draws. Threw away a 2-goal lead against Sporting CP. Then went 2-1 up against Fenerbahce before conceding a Frey header. So it's been a bit of a frustrating start, I'm not going to lie. And I feel like we do need to win one. If we only get a draw here, I'm going to be honest, I don't see a way that we get out of the group. But maybe I'm just, maybe I'm being a bit pessimistic rather than optimistic. For the most part, though, genuinely, I'm looking at this thinking we have to win a game. We have to get a win in these Europa League games at some point. So we're gonna go into this. Gonna change around the side a little bit before we go, and then I think I'll go with a 4-2-2 actually. Try it again, a 4-2-2-2 I should say, and see if we can get going on the front foot, because we need to score, right? And then we need to defend once we get in front. Goal scoring hasn't been a problem in the Europa League. It's defending our lead when we've got it. Without further ado though, game 1, Standard Liège in the Europa League, game week number 3. We face them straight after this again in the Europa League. Next episode, probably that will be, because that's how it works. Obviously, the team you play in the 3rd game, you play again in the 4th. So we'll get a look at them now. We are away from home for this one. And then, of course, they come to our place next in the next game week. So fingers crossed we pick up at least a win today. And underway it is then for this first one of today. A massive game on top of this as well, because it really is, at this point now, after 2 draws, if you draw this one, and then, you know, we've drawn against all 3 of the teams in the division, I personally don't think 3 draws is going to be enough to see us out of this group. I really, really do not. So, got to start winning a game here or now. So, if we could do it here, that would be fantastic. Zardes towards Ødegaard, looking to make the most of this ball as we find Ravel Morrison. Morrison waits for the run of Gibbs White. Instead goes to Owusu. There was a great run actually made by Gibbs White, but he was unable to find him. Zardes on the turn. Ødegaard inside the area. Ødegaard with a shot, which is blocked, and we lose possession. So, yeah, first 10 minutes, it's just about finding feet. We don't know how they're going to play. Corner to be swung in by Patrick. There it is, swung in towards Zardes. I'm not sure why he took a touch. I was actually pressing the shoot button, but he chose to make the touch instead. Boadou, though, doesn't let them get out easily and wins it back brilliantly. That is one thing that Boadou is so good at, the battle. He loves it. Owusu up towards Ravel Morrison now. Towards the edge of the area. Ravel Morrison turns, swings in the cross. And if someone was arriving on that, that would have been a good opportunity. But Standard Liège currently are on the back foot here. We need to keep the pressure on. Zardes towards Boadou again. Back towards the feet of Zardes, in towards the area. Zardes to make it 1-0. And Ochoa makes a big, big save. Did everything right, Zardes, up until the finish here. Pulls it onto the right foot, and the left hand of Ochoa comes out to make that stop. But it is us with the pressure here. Standard Liège have to try and get out this the other side without conceding. It's a poor ball in from Patrick, but he bounces for Gibbs. White to strike! I thought he'd done it, you know. He's taken a deflection by the looks of this, so it will be a corner ball. Oh, has it? Yeah, it has taken a deflection off the face of one of the Standard Liège players. I genuinely thought he'd found the back of the net there, Gibbs White. Ravel Morrison to take this corner. It's swung in again. It's Zardes up. It's bouncing all around. It's there again. And it's off the bar. Are you actually joking me? The start to this game that we have had has been tremendous. And we are still 0-0. Patrick, Zardes, Boadu. Lovely play and he can't reach it. This is unreal, man. What a save by Sherpin. First real test for him then, because that was the first shot on goal. They had a chance. They just didn't really do anything with it. They put it over last time. Of course, that one is on target and required our goalkeeper to make the save. And that's a poor touch as they give the ball away here. But given the circumstances, honestly, unless we can find a way to put this ball in the back of the net, this has got draw written all over it. Morrison towards Patrick. Now Boadu back towards Morrison. Lovely football. Ravel Morrison shot coming in. And Ochoa again is there. He has been a saving grace in this first half. Last time we had a corner into this area with the crossbar. Ravel Morrison to swing another one in. It goes up towards the head of Lovren 6. And he has met it brilliantly. And headed De Graafschap 1-0 in front. The man that got us a goal from the head recently. He's I tell you what, this guy at right back on the free transfer spoke his credit last time. Talking about how important he was to the team from that free transfer. That's his third headed goal for us, I think, this series. And it could well be a big one as well as we take the lead in the game. I actually timed this really badly as well. It was red. But it just seemed to work out, didn't it? Lovren 6 on that near post. Ochoa's done all he can to keep his side in this one. And finally, we break the deadlock. But the question hasn't been scoring the goals recently. It's been defending them in Europa League. Conceded 4, scored 4 before this game got underway. There's the 5th scored. Are we going to concede a 5th as well? It's absolutely ridiculous, referee. It's not a free kick. If you're going to be giving free kicks away for every little bit of contact that comes in, we may as well just quit while we're ahead now, because that's not a free kick, like I said. As we eventually get the ball out, though. Wusu to carry. Where's we got a runner? Where's our runner on the right-hand side? It's Bakker here. But where's Erdegaard in all this? No idea. He's still not here. Where is Erdegaard? Why is he over on the left? He's a right forward. Lovren 6 to carry forward. Now play it easy to Patrick. Patrick in the area to finish it off. And he's put it wide. Could easily been 2-0. But we're all over the place. What is this formation all of a sudden? I know we were defending a set piece before this. But I still don't know why Erdegaard was on the left-hand side. Because he is our right forward. That's all I wanted. Erdegaard on this side. And it could have been him dribbling down the wing to finish it. Not necessarily Patrick. Bill Morrison picks it up, finds Patrick. Erdegaard just in front of him. Still Patrick, though. Erdegaard taking a step back instead of going into the space as Lovren 6 is found. Swings it in towards Boadu! And there's the second. I thought we might have messed that up there for a moment, but it's not. And Boadu has doubled it. Remember, though, we've scored 2 in our last 2 Europa League group stage games. And we ended up conceding 2. So this means absolutely chuff all at this point. We've still got to see it out. Felt heartbroken we didn't do that last time. Especially against Sporting when obviously Sherpin came out for that 40 seconds to go corner. And they scored. I'm going to be brutal though. I feel like Standard Liège haven't shown us anything to suggest that they will bring this back to 2-2. I really don't. Zardes and Erdegaard play a quick 1-2. Erdegaard trying to turn, getting back inside on that left foot. 4 minutes to go until we end this one off. I think this might be our first Europa League victory, ladies and gentlemen. But I do want the clean sheet to add to that as well. So if we could hold out, that would be phenomenal. Halilovic picks it up. Is that Alan Halilovic as well? Is it Barcelona dude? Don't know if he's still for Barcelona anyway. Had him at Las Palmas for a time, I believe, in one of my previous saves in FIFA 17. As a cross is swung in. Lovren 6 is there again. Man of the match performance for me from Lovren 6 tonight. Really had a good game at right back. Scored a goal and assisted the other one. We're over the allotted time slot. Ravel Morrison blocks that. Might have been with his hand, you know, for a little bit of that, I thought. Owusu blocks the intended cross. And that is going to do it, my friends. Our first Europa League victory then in the group stages is upon us. A 2-0 win away to Standard Liège. What a result. Finally, we get a win on the board. And it is the man of the match performance as well from Lovren 6. Bodu with a 9.4 to add to that. Ravel Morrison with a 9.3. Got an assist for him as well. But the goal and the assist for Lovren 6 means he takes home the man of the match award. By far the better team for that one. That first half domination where we started the game off really well. We could have been home and dry after that, you know. So, a little bit frustrating with the way we didn't score there. But we kept at it. Lovren 6 scored the opener. Bodu got the second. We win 2-0. Well, how's about this for a story then, my friends? Look at the league table. Right now, we top it. But look who the team are in second place. Our rivals, Vitesse. Oh, man, how good would this be if at the end of the season it's us two fighting out a title? Especially, it would add a lot to the rivalry, wouldn't it? But they've actually won their recent game. They beat ADO 2-1, so their unbeaten run continues. We have Excelsior, sorry, who are 8th. And are a side that I think I'm going to be simming here. So, yeah, it makes it for a very good story. And I would love it if they're up there come the end of the season. So, most likely, we might actually feature that Stanley Age game again. Unless, will we do it? Hang on a second. Where are Venlo in the league? Let's have a quick look at that first. Okay, no. So, Venlo are down in 15th. So, I'll play the game against Excelsior. And then we'll play Heracles. And they'll be the 3 games we play today. I think that's the plan of action. So, yeah, that looks like what it is that we're going to do. Issue is, we haven't got the best fitness on players right now because we just recently played that game. So, we're going to have to change it around slightly. So, Chong and the group come in. El Jebli, Vet also come in. Shardle come in at right back, and I think that's okay for now. So, that is the change we're going to make. Arp also came to me and said he's a bit frustrated that he isn't starting games. But in fairness, mate, you haven't been performing when I've put you out there the 2 times you have played. I know, 2 games isn't a lot of games, is it? But hey, yo, right. So, we're up against Excelsior, and that is the team we'll be playing for this one. Looking to keep down this top spot if we can. Obviously, Vitesse moving into second place is quite interesting as well. Really good carry from Vet. He needs the run from Chong, though. Don't just stand still. Vet carried it a long way. And all you got to do is just give him a little option there for him to be able to hit the pass. Not just stand still. Oh, my goodness. How are we not getting that ball? Great header away by Shard, and then all of a sudden it's away from us. I mean, at the minute, I feel like we are maybe lacking a little bit of quality that Ravel Morrison brings. You know, opening up defenses and such, as Gibbs White here plays easy ball to Vet. Vet now towards Chong. Come on, we got to use this ball good here. Chong's delivery, and it goes towards El Jebli, and it's not won by us again. I do feel we're lacking a little bit of quality that Ravel Morrison brings. Gibbs White towards Vet, though. Vet's inside the area. Oh, I thought that was it. Thought that was the opener. How close is it from Vet? CDM by trade. In fact, it doesn't look like it's going to be that close. You can't even see from that angle. CDM by trade. I don't know how he's got in that position, but he found himself there. Just needed to finish. Gibbs White. Wait a minute, ref! What is that advantage? You guys just saw that, right? There was an advantage played here for this foul on El Jebli. Watch. Completely off the ball. Maybe it's accidental, but that's not the point. The advantage gets played and it just goes instantly off as we try and force the ball through to Gibbs White. I mean, through to De Groot on that side from Gibbs White. And the advantage there lasted no time at all. What is the point of playing it, ref? El Jebli. Shard again, trying to put another cross in. De Groot back post isn't going to win it. We've had a Robert de Green down the wings today, but the final ball in from the wide areas has not been good enough. But at the break, it is 0-0 here. Frustrating first half for us as well. Not helped by the way the referee decided to play advantage when the advantage didn't really come to anything anyway. It had like literally 0.5 seconds of an advantage. It's no time at all. Pull it back, ref. Just give us the free kick in a really good area as well. Ah, man. Well, we got to go for it in the second half. To be fair, I think it might be a change for Ravel Morrison. Try and find a way that we can help them and maybe make it happen. El Jebli possibly for the group. I'm going to leave it for now. And around about 60 minutes, that's when we'll think about it. Here is De Groot, picks it up. Now looking for a way forward. De Groot, easy ball into El Jebli's feet. It's very, very slow so far for us. And there's a lot of bodies back behind them. If you can look at this, look at all the yellow shirts just camped inside their half. I need to really think about this. It's change time. The group's doing nothing on the left, so let's make that change happen. Let's bring on Bahui. And also Ravel Morrison. El Jebli's not having his best game either in that cam role. So 2 changes. Maybe Ravel Morrison coming on might be able to open us up a chance. Especially for Zardes, because he's been quiet so far. Towards Gibbs White. Don't know why Ravel Morrison let it run there. I didn't really have the legs for him to let it run, but he did. Vet keeps hold of it. Now Gibbs White again. Gibbs White towards Chong. Chong looking for Ravel Morrison. It nearly worked, and we've still got it. Here is Chong again. Gibbs White. Morrison off the bench. Ravel Morrison! And that is why he changes games. Off the bench to score the curler that puts us in front. Ladies and gentlemen, need I say more? Probably not the best shot he's hit in the world. Probably won't be the best shot he's hit in the world. But you know what? If it's enough to break the deadlock here, we will 100% take it. One thought in his mind, and that was pick his spot and find it. And look at that for a finish, my friends. Actually, it's better than I gave him credit for. Ravel Morrison off the bench to score. Just trying to see the game out right now as Owusu's going to block that cross. Gibbs White picks it up too. Easy ball to Bahui. It's nearly not worked that though. We almost gave it away like 3 times in the space of that play. Vet, look at Chong, makes the run. Oh, not a great pass, and we're caught out again. Stralman needs to win that and doesn't. And that is one certain yellow card there as a shot comes in and Omarison puts it wide. Caught out ourselves, really. Vet gave the ball away in central midfield. Didn't need to do it. And a definite yellow card for Bart Stralman. No chances about that. It was 100% a yellow. All he thought was to take the guy out to stop them from getting through and having a shot. Shot still came in, though, and we got away with it. Ravel Morrison. Vet. Gibbs White on the run still. Gibbs White towards Zardes. Zardes trying to put it back on that right foot. Nearly got through it. Falls for Ravel Morrison, though, who keeps it and looks to Gibbs White. Gibbs White now just to try and hold this up and waste a bit of time. Vet's found. Now out wide towards Bahui. Keep hold of it, boys. Nothing stupid. We don't want to give the ball away and then end up with a chance against us. Vet. Morrison. Morrison trying to work that little bit of trickery to break them through. Still comes back for him. Ravel Morrison again looking to try and curl one maybe and place it. We'll take the corner. All day, every day. A minute till we end this one off. And I tell you what, let's take this in the corner. This is what you got to do to win titles, ladies and gentlemen. As Chong just has it over here as well. Tell you what, he's had a pretty quiet game as Chong, to be fair. Not done a lot here. Our number 7 as he gives the ball away really cheaply too. Not a great piece of shielding that from Chong. Don't let them break away though. Just tell you what, he's had probably one of the worst games he's had in a Graafschap shirt here today, Chong. Really has not been good from him, but... Oh, come off it, man. Come off it. Play the ball off a shard and it's bounced through for him to put the cross in. Van den Berg underneath it and Gibbs White hooks it away. We will get the 1-0 win. Ravel Morrison off the bench to win it. A lot of subpar performances there, though, from the Graafschap players. Bit disappointed with the performance. Can't complain about the win, though. Yep, talk about subpar. Look at those match facts. For the first time in a long time, we were kept relatively quiet by Excelsior, who on another day would have probably got themselves a draw. Gibbs White with the man of the match performance on this one. Ravel Morrison, though, with the goal is the difference maker. So I don't really know who's getting the vote for player of the episode so far. I would have given it Lovren6 for game 1, but he hasn't featured in game 2. And to end off today then, my friends, Heracles away from home. We are 8 clear now at the top of the table. So this, if we win it, could well put us to 11 clear, depending on how the rest of the results go. Back to that 4-2-2-2 as a bit more of an attacking prowess. We didn't do too badly in terms of the first game with this, so I'm going to keep it. Obviously, we play against Standard Liège. We actually have them to begin off next episode, it looks like, as well, following on from this game. That's the team, ready for game. We could afford to drop some points, but let's face it, against a side that I'd like to say should be beaten. Maybe I'm being a bit too overconfident about things. I don't want to drop points here. You know, we've got PSV coming up in a few weeks' time, so that's a game where I'll be looking at thinking maybe we can. But having said that, Feyenoord have just been beaten by PSV as well, which means that Vitesse stay second. So yeah, it's all going well for us. Like I said, I would love it if our rivals could remain unbeaten, and so could we until we face each other. That would be the story, wouldn't it? But we do. Ravel Morrison, a little bit of snowfall so far in the game. Ravel Morrison looking for the cross towards Zardes! 6 minutes in, and it's those two who combine for the opener. A little bit of snowfall here as well, something that I haven't seen for a bit of time. But it is us who have found the goal, and that is something that we have seen recently. Fast start as well. The only thing that's happened is literally they put a cross in, we defended it with ease. Owusu came away with the ball. 4 passes later, Ravel Morrison was finding Zardes, and we have fired one in front. Before kickoff today, Morrison had moved into second in the goal scoring charts, 1 ahead of Zardes, and now they're back equal, 7 apiece for our 2 guys that are carrying this team forward. So it's good to see that, and obviously another assist from Morrison as well does help the cause. 7 goals between the two of them. But the only problem is, neither of them are the top scorer in the league, because that falls to, I think it was Bergwijn in the top spot currently in the goal scorers. But still, they're up there, they're fighting, and obviously it's good to see the two of them combine again. Here is Owusu played in, now goes to Ravel Morrison. Morrison turns on the right foot, swings in the cross very deep as well, and Odegaard meets it, and it should have been 2. Oh, man, I feel we need to find this second goal. I'm not 100% sure about things at only 1-0. And the fact of the matter is, we are carving open Heracles here. Just the final ball, and a couple of our last couple have not worked. On a couple of our last couple? I don't know what I was saying there. Quite lucky that that defender misplaced that pass. Don't even know what they were trying to do. Zardes, though, doesn't come away with it. Gibbs White will. Good defending from them so far in this one. This little attack anyway. Odegaard found by Patrick. Gets it back from him as well. Now Ravel Morrison looking for the shot into the area. Bounces back for him, and Morrison finishes. 2-0 in the game. And that should do it. We have carved them open with ease here. And if on another day we'd have got those passes right, we could be looking at 4 or 5 here. At the moment it's 2. Morrison makes one and scores the other. And I tell you what, quite lucky this ball bounced back into his path really. The deflection there, straight back to him. And he just keeps his shot low and hard past the goalkeeper. Heracles here have been not great, let's just say that for sure. They have not been good here so far. Really surprised. This is Patrick as he carries forward, allowed to just walk into a little bit of space, looking for Zardes. Good turn. Now Gibbs White. Ravel Morrison makes the move, but he keeps all of it. Gibbs White and plays it to Zardes. The easy pass. Zardes' shot is so bad that it nearly ends up going out, but it's picked up by Odegaard. Swings another delivery in towards the box. Not really great clearing of their lines here from Heracles. Lovren 6. Odegaard again. Another cross in. And there is Boadu who meets it. And it's 3. There was so much just bad play involved in that. I don't even know where to start. Zardes gets himself a yard of pace. A yard of pace? A yard of space. Looks for the shot. It's really bad. It's timed red by me. Then the cross back in from Odegaard was poor. The second one, though, was good from Odegaard. And that then found the head of Boadu, who's nodded us into the 3-goal advantage. It was already done at 2, I feel, but Heracles here are crumbling. 3 changes for us. De Groot, Chong and Baka all coming on for Odegaard, Morrison and Gibbs White. So 3 changes. They're the only 3 we can make. 17 minutes to go. Taking our foot off the gas a little bit here. I have to give credit, though, to Heracles, because you know what? After going 3-0 down, they could have crumbled even further. And so far, they've actually kind of pressed us a little bit higher now. I can't lie, if they'd have done that from the start, I swear they'd have probably got something out of this game. That is a fantastic win back by Baka, though, who read the feet of the man who was looking to try and do a few step-overs to break through. Here is De Groot. Boadu continues. De Groot gives him it back, and Boadu in the box now for number 4. If you let Miron Boadu into that position, he will finish. Quiet sort of 20 minutes here, but we found a 4th goal. Boadu just says, calm down. Listen, we've not had the rub of the green for the last 20. Just calm down. Let's just go back to how we play. Second of the game for Boadu. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic move. They put the cross in. Van den Berg will do well enough to get the ball away. Patrick up towards the group. We'll find Boadu. Boadu flicks it towards Van den Berg, who made a great run. Chong continues. Look at this now. Zardes bursts through. Zardes for number 5, maybe. He's going to get this shot away, and he's got the finish as well. 2 breakaway goals here. Makes it 5 for us. It's looked like a stomping here, which largely is what it's been, hasn't it? Unbelievable stuff from the lads. Zardes gets his double for the day as well. I did say, can you imagine a front 2 of Zardes and Boadu? We would tear teams apart. And that is what, it's been what's happened here against Heracles. Both of them hit 2. I don't think there's going to be a hat-trick in the game for either one of them. But the thing here I'm looking at as well is, you know, we gave ourselves a year to get used to the league, to get used to our team. Finishing in 3rd, yeah, all right, maybe we could have finished in 2nd place and got Champions League playoff round. But at the end of the day, you take what you get, you know, and you use it. We have actually built a team now that is really, really, really strong. And one that I think we can go all the way and win this title. My friends, we have defeated Heracles by 5-0. Never in doubt whatsoever. And in the end, a comfortable result for us. Phenomenal stuff from the guys. Some of the other results then in and around the rest of football. We had 5 shots on target there, by the way. I just saw that statistic. I should have shown you it, really, but I wasn't talking at the time. So, yeah, 5 shots on target in the game, and we scored 5 goals. We actually had 8 shots in total, but put 3 of them wide. as you can see, Standard Liège, like we opened up with the game today, is the game we'll open up tomorrow with as well. So, it couldn't be closer right now in our Europa League group. We top it, but very, very, very slenderly. 5 points is what we're on. 4 for Fenerbahce, 4 for Sporting, 3 for Standard Liège. It is all up in air at this point. Any team can get out of this group. I really don't know which way to call this. Nevertheless, it's looking pretty decent. Hopefully, we will make it out of the group. Who else is in this one already? Victoria Pleasant have won all 3 games in Group 8, including a 2-1 win against Milan. Well done. I did not expect to see that. Sevilla top Group B. Genk top Group C with Feyenoord in there as well. Roma not really doing bits there, are they? They're having a bit of a stinker in that one, really. Hoffenheim and Moscow topping Group D. Rangers and Besiktas in Group F. Braga and Marseille Group G. Liverpool, 3 draws to their name in Group H. A lot of sides that I'm looking at thinking, I mean, Ajax, look at them as well. In 3rd place. There's a lot of interesting results going on here. Especially Everton losing 2 of their games. Jeez, what's happening? West Ham United top in Group K. I mean, that's very surprising what's going on in the rest of the groups, my friends. I very much fancy our chances if we can make it out. But away from the Europa League, it is going very well, isn't it? I mean, the Eredivisie, I think if you look at this now, we're sat 8 ahead of Feyenoord. Vitesse sadly have lost, so it won't make for a bit of a story when we take them on. They lost to Feyenoord. Quite interesting, that one. So it won't make for a story when we take them on. But 10 wins from 11 games see us in 1st place by 8 points. Nobody right now is anywhere near catching us. We are still undefeated. So I'm feeling quietly confident about this season. I really, really am. So we'll see if that's going to be the case come the end of the season, if I'm confident of winning it. But for now, it's looking very, very good. We will have another career mode episode out for you guys tomorrow, so don't you worry about that. We will be back again tomorrow with game beginning against Standard Liège. We will then probably sim Venlo, take on Groningen before taking on Sporting CP as well. And when we move into December, we have quite the month there as well. PSV and Fenerbahce to end off the group stages of the Europa League. At that point, we will know whether or not we're through into the knockout rounds. Our rivals Vitesse coming up too in December before we move into January where PSV is there again. Honestly, I am thrilled with today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you, massive thank you in fact, for all the support and the nice comments and all that good stuff that you guys leave me. I really do appreciate that as well. Player career mode may well return tomorrow. I've been waiting to get an offer to go out on loan somewhere, as I did give you guys the option to vote on what you wanted to see next. If I can't get the offer, it may be a case of becoming a manager. A player career story, of course, should be out on Wednesday for you to enjoy. But we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode of Career Mode. So make sure you have that notification bell turned on and that you are subscribed to the channel by doing so below. And I will see you all again tomorrow with another video. Have a fantastic Sunday. Have a fantastic week. Catch you again soon. Adios.